All right. So we just finished off that Mallorca versus Barcelona game, man. And this game really told me a lot about this Barcelona team. Because I was looking at their chemistry is really strong, but the decision making from this Barcelona team could use some work, especially against weaker sides. Because, in my opinion, they made this game harder than it should have been, especially after those two red cards. But before we even get into that, before we get into the player ratings and how I looked at looking at the tactics, smash up the likes. Let's get this video to 100 likes, bro. I don't think I've ever gotten a video with 100 likes on this channel before, so I'd love to hit that milestone. And if not, why not one of the biggest clubs in the world, Barcelona? Let's now as we get into this game, we're gonna talk about the first half. The first half was, I think that's when the Barcelona played better as a team. Everyone was just looking to play the best, most productive football that's gonna get the ball to dangerous zones, dangerous areas, especially with on the right for Yamal. Yamal, we all know he's a focal point of this attack. His give and go, they're gonna give him goals. They're gonna allow him to beat his man, put thousands of crosses into the box, and take as much shots as he needs to get him going. Because then if Barcelona want to do anything this season, they're gonna need their two talisman wingers, Rafinha and Yamal. They're gonna need them to be firing on all cylinders, especially in the Champions League. We seen that beautiful match with Inter last season. We know what this team is capable of at the highest level. One of the most entertaining teams to watch in world football. One of the most deadly attacks in world football. But today, I'm not gonna lie, the attack looked a little stale. You know, I think Fermin Lopez didn't have his best game. He didn't really stamp his impact or his presence on the game as much as you expect him to. But he's still young. He's learning, and give him time. Pedri, uh, Pedri, what a player, man! What a player! Like I said, Pedri is the number one midfielder in the world, if you ask me. Number one midfielder in the world is Pedri. After him is Moises Caicedo, and then after him is probably Rodrigo. But Pedri is, I expect minimum from Pedri 7 out of 10 performance, and that's a bad game for Pedri. Pedri's normal performances is eights and nines, like baller. You know what I mean? Absolutely class. He's going to be probably one of the greatest midfielders of his generation. Rafinha, yes, the score may say that okay, Rafinha had a good game, quote unquote. Oh. But if we're being honest, he missed a lot of chances that a player of Rafinha's caliber, should be finishing. He's a Ballon d'Or candidate, and I'm gonna need some more clinicality from Rafinha going forward. I'm not gonna be too hard on him. It's first game of the season, and at the end of the day, the team was up what, 2 goals with 2 red cards on the opposition. Yeah, he had really nothing to worry about. It's just you could have used this game to really, in my opinion, stat pad. So next time you gotta finish those chances. Rafinha, you could have finished this game with a hat trick, not just 1 goal. If we're gonna be honest, he had 2 great chances, multiple, like he had 2 great chances in the first half and in the second half to make it a hat trick. Same thing with Lamine. Um, his finishing, he kind of wasted a good amount of chances today with his finishing. Like a lot of his shots went wide. If you're gonna go bottom corner, I rather the shot goes more in, right? More in, and it's easier for the keeper to stop than going wide. That's just me. That's just what I like to see. But at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter because a miss and a save is a miss and a save. At the end of the day, doesn't really matter. You can see in the second goal, there was a big problem there. I had a big problem with that second goal. I had a big problem with officiating in this game today. I really felt like the officiating leaned a lot more to Barcelona, and that's just not me being like a hater of Barcelona, even though I did hate watch. Y'all know I'm Chelsea, but it's like, bro, when I see that tackle made from Rafinha after they just gave a red card to Muriqi for hitting the keeper, Jean Garcia, in the face with his foot. I'm looking at Rafinha's tackle. I'm like, bro, you didn't get any of the ball. Plus, you tackled the player from the back, and your legs were pretty high when you're tackling this player from the back. That was dangerous. You could have really injured this guy. Messed. You could have messed his knee up. So it's like, the fact that Rafinha doesn't get a red card for that was shocking. That was shocking. But fair enough. I think both of the red cards that Mallorca got, they were fair. Morianis, absolutely stinker of a match. Horrible decision making. I think he lost his head. And yeah. But this is what happens when you have to play Petri. I think a part of him losing his head is just you could see the defenders were getting a little frustrated on by the fact that they just couldn't get near the ball. Barcelona is just they just effortlessly just keep the ball away from opponents, and then their pressing is amazing. One thing people don't talk about is the pressing from Barcelona, especially from their stars. Rafinha and Lamine Yamal are monsters when it comes to pressing. You know how much times Yamal's won that ball back today? Absolutely insane. So that's where his performance kind of levels out for me because it's like, okay, yes, you're kind of in a sense wasting some good chances, but you're gonna as soon as the chance goes, like let's say he loses the ball when he's trying to dribble or the shot goes wide, he doesn't keep his head down and sulk and do the diva act. No, sometimes he might be a little annoyed with himself and he may not like run back to defense, but most of the time, 90% of the time, Yamal is pressing and he's helping this team get the ball back. And the fact that he's willing to press against Mallorca, that means he's gonna press against PSG, he's gonna press against Man City, he's gonna press against Real Madrid, he's gonna press against Chelsea, he's gonna press against Milan, all these big teams he's gonna press. And hey, that's why I think I see Barcelona as the team to beat, not PSG. Yes, PSG, they were considered the best team in the world, but seeing how they played against Spurs and seeing what Chelsea did to them in the first half, I'm not moved by PSG anymore. I think we can chat to them, honestly. It's Barcelona now that I want to see Chelsea go against in this Champions League, and I want to win. I want to win against this Barcelona squad. Yes, they have a strong attack, but so do we. Yes, they have a strong midfield, but so do we. Yes, they have a strong defense. Mm, yeah, we're gonna have to get some more defenders. But yeah. All in all, you know, another win to start up the season. I'm still gonna keep my opinion horrible officiating by the referee. I still do think that Barcelona is supposed to get a red card this match, but it is what it is. Barcelona fans, let me know if you think I'm being too harsh or if you think I'm being fair. You know what I mean? Yeah. Another review. Tip my hats to all of you. I'm going to be seeing you guys in the next video.